Hey, it's James speaking. Welcome to a bit of a live webcast that we do for anyone who's a subject matter expert, someone who's just excited about teaching something online. They may have a training site or a course creator, and they're looking for some tips and tricks, things that can help them build their business and teach more people online. So, a couple of things I want to just cover today. Of course, we have to talk about ChatGPT because there's always good stuff happening there. There are more AI tools that people who have been considering creating some courses want to consider. And I'm actually going to do a complete course on how to create courses with ChatGPT, which I did for a number of clients recently. We actually, right from start to finish, created a course with ChatGPT, using it to create the content, the syllabus, everything, putting it together, obviously with the client's help. But I'm going to show how to actually do one for ourselves. We'll do a live webcast from start to finish on that one. So stay tuned if you're interested in that kind of stuff. We'll cover that all again in a complete live webcast. What I want to do today is I wanted to go through one of the things that's kind of happening for us normally. Now, if you haven't been on the channel for a while before, we have an agency, which is a done for you service. So if you have a membership site, a training site, you want video editing done, you want your course or membership site marketed, you want website design, anything to do with training sites and building these out, that's what we do in the done for you service at trainingsites.io, So that's a done for you. The other one is we have a DIY or do it yourself instructions at teachonline.io. So we've got those two kind of platforms. And one of the things that obviously we spend a lot of time doing is writing email copy for ourselves and also for the clients who want to market their business, their product, and their service. So kind of interesting, the whole dynamic there with writing this copy when it comes to all of the AI tools that are available. Now, there's a couple that I've talked about before. One of them was HelloScribe.ai, which is a really good marketing tool that is structured specifically for people who are trying to put together their big fat claim, to be able to explain what it is that they do, to build out the market that they want. And it's about getting your marketing message put together. The other one I talked about was called Hoppy Copy, which is one that is specifically for writing email series. And of course, there's ChatGPT. Now, the interesting thing about these, of course, is that ChatGPT is like the big package. The other ones that are available that I mentioned are subsections of that kind of messaging or that AI tool. It's like part of it. ChatGPT can be applied to anything. HelloScribe is about marketing messages. Hoppy Copy is about email marketing. So they're just kind of small pieces of it. And the question that I'm kind of asking myself right now, and I'm wondering is it better to go and do specific tools or specific AI tools that are unique to a marketing, part of your marketing strategy or part of your building? Or is it better to learn how to use ChatGPT and get good at ChatGPT and apply ChatGPT to all of the parts of your marketing that you need to apply it to? And it's not an easy answer because there are so many choices. One of the things I'm just going to share with you today, I'll actually bring this on. We'll actually go and we'll turn this one on here. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to go to Hoppy Copy. We'll open up the Hoppy Copy site here. And one of the things with Hoppy Copy, I'm logged in, and one of the things you can do is, for example, when you want to do a lead nurture email, which is an example of something, it guides you through a bunch of steps, and it wants you to kind of take a look and say, okay, what do I need to give it in terms of information in order for it to create some content for me? So in this particular case, you can see they've got some examples in the forms here. You can see my mouse moving. So what's the brand, the product, or service? They got Mixie Masterclass. So you could say it's, your brand, or it could be a course that you're selling. Who's the target persona? So, who are you want to read this, or who are you sending these email to? Is it someone specific? Like, how specific do you want to get? Do you have that target persona documented? And this is a great example. I mentioned HelloScribe.ai, and that will help you create a target persona. Explain the target persona's problem and concern. Hello Scribe helps you do that. And then here's Hoppy Copy asking you for that because it's going to help you write some email messages to it. So it's saying, what's the brand, product, or service? Who is it being sold to? What's the big problem that you're solving? How are you solving it? And what do you want this email to do? And then what is the tone like? So for example, is it going to be super professional? Is it going to be casual, luxury, professional? How are you going to do this? And you can kind of see that there's a whole bunch of information that's there for you that you have to fill in before it generates some copy for you. So you look at that and okay, great, I get that. It's going to create some emails for me. It's going to write specific emails. So the question becomes, if you are going to put something together like that, what happens if you just go and you open up ChatGPT? What happens if you just go and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to go and open up my ChatGPT one, and let me just go to this one there. We'll just go to ChatGPT. There's an account there, for example. Where's one? I'll just open up one. So there's some prompts. So I was going through on this one here, and I had to give it some prompts, right? 5 more focus on the ability to market your knowledge or create online courses. And so I was just fine tuning, but I was having to give it some prompts, ChatGPT, for it to give me some messages back. And I have to be really good at prompts or learn how to use prompts if I want ChatGPT to document a persona, document the problem that my business solves, or showing how or messaging how you solve it. So there's the marketing material that you want that is normally done by Hello Scribe or similar AI tools like that. And then once you have those, you have to be really good in ChatGPT to create some prompts that say, write me a follow-up series of emails that does this, 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 and this based on this information I gave it. So it's like, I don't have to learn specifically about all of the great prompts in the first tools I mentioned, because that tool is actually helping you or guiding you through the prompts. ChatGPT doesn't guide you through the prompts. You've got to figure those out on your own. Now, why am I mentioning this? And here's the thing that jumped out at me. This is something that you might want to think about when you're looking at this or thinking about which one should I spend some money on, which one should I use. So there's actually a tool, and I don't know what this is, arprm.com. So it's this one right here. You can see my mouse in the upper left-hand corner. It says AIPRM. So you might be watching, what is this all about, this AIPRM? If you look at it, it actually provides, or it's engineering prompts for you. So when we're looking at this, fully SEO optimized article, including FAQs. So instead of you having to use an SEO specific AI tool, this series of prompts are having pre-done prompts for you for marketing materials. So for example, if I want a topic here, copywriting, marketing, productivity, SEO. So I can just go take a look and see what are the pieces that I want to create, or what are some other prompts that someone else has created that makes it a lot easier for me. So keyword generator, for example, and it's got the prompts that are there, and it is someone else that's actually put this together, and someone else who has done the work for you. And this service ties directly into ChatGPT. So the question becomes, is this something that you're going to be able to use just with ChatGPT and not have to get the other tools? And I think my gut's telling me that as much as I like those other tools that are specific to a marketing aspect, I have a feeling that this whole prompt engineering and the ability to create these prompts or leverage the research other people have done with prompts is going to be the way that ends up taking over. Best keyword ideas. And again, these are just prompts that you're going to get the answer on ChatGPT that's generated for it. And top votes, latest updates, they're all here. for an Etsy listing, best keyword ideas. So you can go through this, find the best table, search volume, paid difficulty. Again, this is all work that you normally had to do. It's being done for you using these AI tools. So you look at it and you say, okay, great, which one am I going to use? Am I going to use Hoppy Copy that is specific for an email series? Or am I going to go to my ChatGPT and use a tool like this that has prompts already set up for you and just use the ones that people have tested, tried, and work? Don't know. It's going to be an interesting question as we kind of get into this and see what happens over the next little while. And unfortunately, for those smaller companies that are doing the AI tools, I think they're going to have to really kind of up the game to make sure that they don't get lost in that. So just something to consider as you're thinking that through. If you do have any questions, make sure to put them in the comments before I'll mention any of the links of the tools that we mentioned today, and we'll go from there. This is James Maduke speaking from trainingsites.io and teachonline.io. I hope you have a wonderful week. Talk soon. Take care. Expect the best.